Back to the road mic. Okay, so I'm back. I just made a run to the mailbox and got a box. I think I know what this one is. So I ordered this part. Thank you for this wonderful knife. I forget which follower sent me this, but it's one of the very first gifts I received in the mail at my P.O. box here. It's not really a P.O. box, it's a mail forwarding service. Yep, this is the part. This is the part that failed on my car. This piece here is broken right here along this edge, and it's completely separated from the main housing. This part's still fine, but where it gets really thin up here, where it flexes, it dried out, dry rot, and it cracked. This is the replacement for that. Let's see here. Goes like this. This is the top. So visually, you can see right down onto this. It's cracked all the way around now. So that's what I have taped, and it still has the two vacuum connectors that I need as well. So all this goes back in. Hose clamp, you're done. It's very simple, very straightforward. Looks like a Phillips head or a hex, 10 millimeter or 12 millimeter hex hose clamps. That's all you really need to change that. I'm gonna take off the DESA valve and clean that again and check it. There's a way you can check the vacuum on the DESA valve. And last I checked it was when I replaced the motor, and it was in functioning condition then. I will check now because I am having some strange startup issues, but I think most of it has been cured by this. It's only just a very slight stumble, but I think that's just cold start. The stew port. I agree. It is fun, even though, I do have another package which I don't know. I'm waiting for more people to show it before I do that. But this is a gift to myself. It's a repair piece, $13 on partsgeek.com. This is a BMW, non-BMW part, but it's a piece of rubber, Come on. I'll be replacing these things probably once every 2 years. When I do a battery, I think I'm going to do these as well. Just makes sense. It's so easy to do. It's actually easier than putting a new battery in. And the DESA valve should be checked as well. But yes, I agree. My bullfrog. Cheers from Ohio. Thank you very much. Welcome to the channel, and thanks for your stew port. It's a PVC pipe, flexible, pliable. But that's it. So a gentleman on the channel named Mo has sent me something. It's in a Prime box. It's a pretty big box. And I'm going to take a look-see. I'm on for a little bit. I got some packages here, Debbie. I'm going to open this sucker up. This is the... yeah, I did receive my part. Thank you. But here is the package from a viewer. I'm presuming it's Mo. He said that I should be expecting something. Now, the reason why I didn't receive this package last week, even though I was in there, the package was there. They forgot to flag it. That's all. And when I was in there this morning, they apologized. So, yes. It's a family-run business. They're really cool people. The lady whose son owns the place, she reminds me of a blonde Sally Fields. And I mean that with great affection. She's a cool lady. Okay, so there's a couple things here. Who's this from? I believe this is from Mo. Yeah, Mo Rushlow. From Mo Rushlow. So he got me a tarp, which was on my Amazon wish list, and it was. Thank you very much, Mo. Am I missing something? What's the other one? Oh, here they are. Oh my goodness. Hold on a second, guys. I have to double check something. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what is in this box is a tent and a tarp. Oh my goodness. Okay, okay, guys, I'm kind of blown away right now. This is a tarp that you would put a tent on or on a bench or something like that. It's a reusable tarp. It's made out of very much the same material this is, but it's reusable. Well, they all are, right? This is a little bit more durable than your run-of-the-mill one. So, yes, this was dearly needed. I do have a tarp right now, but it's falling apart because I've used it so much. It's one of those cheap plasticky ones. So thank you, Mo. Thank you. This is really important. I don't know if you guys realize how important that is. That's super important. Now, the other thing that's in here. Oh, I can't show you. I don't have the camera. Oh, another update from this morning since I last live streamed. My phone is no longer functioning. Either phone, the Wi-Fi cheap phone that I bought for Wi-Fi and live streaming has bit the dust, and I'm in the process of trying to make that happen. But my other phone, thanks to Eric today, has got my phone into the shop, my smartphone, and it's getting a whole new display put on, new front and back glass. It's getting reworked, basically refreshed. So that's going on now. I should have it back by Friday, is what I was giving him till. The person who does the work wasn't in today, but I'm expecting them to at least be back by then. Anyway, here's the other piece. Mo Rushlow, thank you very much. This is a tent. I had this on my wish list, and let me put the link. So that's what's in this box. Thank you, Marshall. Yes, I live out of my car, and yes, I do camp sometimes. And I desperately needed something like this versus the tent I had prior. It was a one-person tent, mummy style. You couldn't really do anything but sleep in it. And I figured that I would end that and use something like this if I ever have to go camping. So as you can see, it's a two-person tent. It is a nice pop-up size to get out of the rain and sit like in some of these illustrations they have here. And it does come with a fly net too. So I'm totally stoked about this. This opens up different types of explorers I can do. I've always wanted to do this, go to a remote location, set up my car, camping setup, put up the solar and whatnot, pack up all my stuff and walk out a day to a destination or a location and do my filming and spend the night at that location and then go out from there and back to main camp. So this will definitely make that happen. And this tarp, they go hand in hand. So thank you, Mo. It comes at a great time too because the temperatures have dropped. So we're ramping up our explorers in the middle of nowhere. So it's going to require a lot of hiking. So VYP, hello, greetings. I got a tent from Mo Rushlow. The link is just above and just above in the comments. And I also got a tarp to go with it. So I'm totally stoked. And a moon day. The Stewport. Yes, it's very cool that the types of videos that I make, the types of places I go to, are appealing enough to have people tune in, watch, and actually participate by helping me out like this. I can tell you right now that since COVID-19 started to now, the things that you see me doing are way more polished, interesting, hard to get to types of videos, and it wouldn't be possible without the support of my viewers, the Patreon supporters who are my viewers, and close friends like Jenny Gibbs and Wonder Hussey, and these channels are really important to me, like Adrenaline Jackie. You guys, I mean, you guys are really the engine of this channel. But it is really cool on a Monday to receive a gift from someone that I've never met before. You guys kind of have met me, but I don't know you folks other than what I do with the chat. Well, Al, I know Debbie. But yeah, other than that, it's difficult to make a good connection. And that's what all these live chats are for. It's not really for my ratings or revenue stream. It's really to connect with you folks and you know, bridge the gap a little bit, I guess. You met me on a One Horse video? Which one did you meet me on? Desert Runner.
So right. It's sort of I think
I don't know why you didn't get a notification. I went and got myself a coffee. I dropped my telephone off at the telephone repair place. I should have it back hopefully by Friday, if not sooner. It only takes a day, they said, but I'm giving them until Friday. I know they may run into problems. My phone's destroyed, folks. The display won't even. I can't make the phone function anymore. I can't see what I'm doing. It's just. Sorry for the sound effects, but that's pretty much sums it up right there.
You know, like.
Hopefully, that still doesn't solve the problem of the other part. Hey, Darla, check it out. $13, partsgeek.com. And yeah, this is the part that broke. It broke pretty much right here. It's now two pieces on my car held together by a piece of tape. But good morning, Darla. I replaced the O-rings not but 12 months ago. That would be an indication of the O-rings going bad on the diesel valve. Slight stumble. I think it would last. I attribute it to just no oil in the engine, but it feels like it's stumbling for about 10, 15 seconds, only at cold startup.
But I can see it's more like attached, but maybe I'm not even going on a trip. Just showing you what you want to do.
Hey, Kevin S., thank you for the offer on the tarp. This one's more compact, and it's just a different type of tarp. They kind of work hand in hand with the tent itself. But I'm trying to minimize the size and footprint within my vehicle. And what I have now does take up quite a bit of space, and it's just awkward. So I do appreciate your offer. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Oh, the Vanos, the dual Vanos. Okay, yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, I know where that's at. I've played around with that. I actually remember looking at the diesel valves when I had the engine out and the backup engine. But thank you. I will definitely look at that. Darla's been, everyone, if you don't know Darla's, I'm a big fan of Darla's, and she happens to be on my channel. She's helping me out with my BMW issues, the little things that are going on. As a matter of fact, she helped problem solve this actual issue on the car. This tube braking actually makes the car really not a happy camper. So thanks to her, I've been able to replace this part pretty quickly. But she's been very instrumental in a lot of things that are going on with the car. But one awesome person on the channel, and that's Darla herself. So thank you, Darla. And big thumbs up to Darla, because I wouldn't be fixing this now without her, I don't think. I would still be fumbling around, I think. She used to be, I think, a BMW tech too, so that helps. Oh, you're downsizing yourself? I haven't checked the OBD2 port scan because I just don't want to hook it up. I'm just a lazy. I'd rather just come on and talk to you guys. But since I taped it up, the problem has gone away. Just a slow stumble at the very start. Okay, Stewport. Catch you later, man. What'd you think of it, Lisa? with Jenny Gibbs, right? The Jenny Gibbs one. That was the first one. The second one is coming this Wednesday. It's of Sarah and I going up to above those falls, trying to get to a different location out there. Oh, she is Sarah Antunes. Oh, that's awesome. I have a secret crush on Sarah Antunes. I think half the population of the United States has a crush on her too. Well, she's a car tech person, and she's also an aircraft mechanic in the military. I mean, and she's drop dead gorgeous. I mean, come on, what's there not to like? Yeah, Darla's definitely a wealth of knowledge, totally. Yes, I'm very stoked with this. Very much, because believe it or not, Sarah and I have been talking about doing more explores. So this may have come at the right time as well. We're talking extended explores, where with what I just described to you is like more of an expedition. Wait till you see the next video, Lisa. It's going to blow your mind what I find up there, or what Sarah actually finds. We knew it was out there. We just had to find it, and we spent the whole entire day. And that's what this next video is about: is our quest to get to a place called China Garden Ranch. It's an old mill, middle of nowhere, just above those falls there. And, it's an interesting adventure. Breathtaking views as well, because we're way above looking down at all those waterfalls. So it's amazing. It's also breathtaking in not a good way. It's sheer drops, like 20 stories up. But that's coming on Wednesday, Lisa. POIP. You crack me up, man. Every time. So my phone's getting fixed thanks to Eric on this channel and this morning's donation. And that made my morning. And this tent is going to make my year in 2021. Hopefully everyone's doing well during this election season. My hopes are that everyone remains calm no matter what happens. Either way. No time to celebrate, even if one's reelected or not. No time to really celebrate. We got a big problem on our hands, don't we? Hey, Donald. Right on VOIP. Do your duty as an American and vote for the president you want in office and accept the results either way. That's kind of the deal. Or don't, and don't accept the results. Man, I got a tent. So if you guys don't know, I received a tent from Mo Rushlow, and that tent, I don't want to take it out of the box, but it won't make any sense unless I inflate it or assemble it. So there's the link to the tent if you guys want to see what I purchased or what I had on my wish list that Mo Rushlow has purchased from as a donation to the channel. I'm very stoked with that. And the tarp, it's a very nice scent. And here's the tarp that was ordered. Excuse me, not ordered. It was on my wish list. I didn't realize these were purchased for me. But I am grateful that they were. I owe a lot to the people on this channel.
Yeah.
So I will press forward and keep on making videos. The camera, I'm telling you, the action camera is blowing my mind. I'm actually going to have to study up on it a little bit in the next couple of weeks on different things I can do with it. I believe I have to install the app, so the phone's getting fixed for that at least. Yeah, a lot of things going on right now. I'm very happy. Freaked out, very happy at the same time. The Kenneth is here. That's cool, VOAP. I hope it passes with flying smoke. So you know, half the people that work in that building, government, probably smokes pot. I'm assuming, and that's a lot of conjecture, folks. I'm completely wrong, probably. I assume a lot of things when it comes to government institutions. You think it'll pass? That's good. I think it'll bring a lot of good things in time once the federal government actually gets on board and gets in line with that. There's a lot of money to be made. So as soon as they regulate it and get it under control, they will then go through the process of letting corporates slowly take it all over. And then you'll have a whole bunch of Budweiser weed on the market. Yeah, there's a lot of taxes, missed taxes there because the black market is gobbling all that up. You guys just have no way of tracking it. But now you will be. If it passes, you'll be able to track all that stuff. I haven't seen any negative impact both here in Nevada and California. I see a lot of positive stuff coming out. I don't see anyone abusing. What happens when a pot smoker smokes too much pot? They fall asleep. Come on, they don't go out driving around. They just conk out or wake up and vomit and fall asleep again. Anywho, I just popped on to do this box opening. Mo Rushlow, thank you very much for everything. I really appreciate it. I don't think anyone's shocked here by this conversation. A lot of us are not only this channel I follow, we also follow Wondrous's channel, and she's been very open and vocal about that. So I think we're kind of acclimated, maybe more, VOAP, if you understand. I really should be editing video right now. It's almost 12 o'clock. Been running around town. Probably shouldn't be doing that either. But I have to fix the car, so I had to do this. So looks like a telephone. A telephone to myself. This could be the antenna. This is the Motorola flip phone before it flipped. It was called the Motorola tube phone. I don't know, Sahara? I do not know. We were not provided with that information. I don't know if they have a schedule or not, but I've heard anywhere between a year to 8 months. I don't know. I don't know what their schedule's like. Mm-hmm. Loud and clear, VIP. The more you know, the better decisions you can make. And if you happen to think you know and you later find out that you were wrong, it would be wise and smart of whatever person that is that discovered they were wrong to stand up and say they were wrong. And then move forward with the corrected action, right? Isn't that how adults are supposed to operate? Especially people in high office. It's one thing to say something and have conviction in your sayings. But when you find out that you're flat out wrong, man up. Or I shouldn't say man up, I should say human up, you know? I even remember this tab. I don't watch Bob's channel that closely, but I do know he has 3 posts a week, and one of them are those philosophy things. I don't really watch the philosophy ones too much, but maybe I should. Believe me, I've been wrong a lot of times in my life, and the sooner you stand up and raise your hand to say that either it's your fault or you were wrong, the better things go in your life. That's enough preaching on Larry's side. I'm not a person to be preaching. I'm a person to be exploring and enjoying life. Any questions on the video I released yesterday? Besides it getting a boatload of views. Did you see how many views that thing got in 24 hours? I don't even know where I'm at right now. Let's see here. I get a more updated view count. I haven't checked in a little while. Content. I'm almost at 3,000. I'm at 2,942 views in about 24 hours now. It's about 12 o'clock I released it. So 3,000 in one day. Mind blown. Sahara. I don't have anything planned to do that. You again? Oh no. What ending are you talking about, North Star? The ending was perfect. I agree, VIP. And just like in the darkness, people continue searching and they will find the truth eventually. Might as well just come out and just admit whatever wrong you did. I think. The ending was perfect. What do you mean, North Stars 67? Today's the 26th. Don't make me late for church. That ending, I got you. Yeah, it took some time to figure out which ending I was going to use, and I said it in that. So thank you for noticing that and pointing that out. Hi, Gibby. Yes, I did get interviewed, Gibby. Yes, Gibby. She was just as excited to meet him. She's very, she's serious. She's being very sincere. She's been a fan of his before he even had a channel, when he was only vlogging or blogging, excuse me. She followed him back then. I'm glad you guys liked that. I just threw that together, and I just took those two pieces and. No, that was not by Quartzwood. That was here in Pahrump, Nevada, near Las Vegas. Las Vegas is about an hour away, about 45 to 60 miles away, depending on which way you go, north or south. You have to go around the Spring Mountains to get to Las Vegas from here. But there are two directions. You go around the mountain either way. One's just slightly longer than the other. One's more scenic, one's not. So. That doesn't sound good at all. I would leave the onions off and just go straight, grilled cheese. That sounds good. Just grilled cheese with a salad, a light small salad, a grilled cheese, and some ranch dressing, and I'm set for a day. Well, Gibby, I did have a good time out there. I had a great time Sarah and I arrived pretty much at the same time. So the camera turned on right away. And yeah, it was an event. I had a great time. I did get interviewed by Bob. That will be coming out. I didn't record myself, of course, during the interview. So I don't have footage of me, but yeah, I did good. This is my 8th coffee, I think. It's 12 o'clock. I said I could have a good coffee at 12. So I was driving by, I just picked one up. I have been up there. I have not done a video up there. It's my 3rd coffee, folks. I'm just saying. I had 1 decaf coffee, but I don't count that. So that would be a total of 3 coffees. JC Vid, it could possibly get us some more exposure. Yes, definitely that. His channel is about 400,000 strong followers, subscribers. Sarah's is about 100. Mine is, of course, about 3,000. That's about it. So definitely I will hopefully see some exposure from that. I think I fit his channel pretty good. I'm a full-time nomadic YouTuber who has built a vehicle that is very work specific, meaning it's built around my YouTube activities and for YouTube nomadic life. So yeah, I think it will be good exposure for me to his crowd. I may gain some subscribers, I may not, but the idea was to get some footage of Wonder Hussey and Bob together is really what warmed my heart during that day. But I did have a good time interviewing with Bob. Hey, Al. Hey, Tim. Eric. Eric, thank you again. My phone is gone. It's now getting repaired. Thanks to you, Eric. Thank you. Wow. Oh my gosh, Sahar. Yeah. Yes, Bill, you missed it like you always do. Vid with Wonder Hussey is good with you. Then you'll definitely like this Wednesday's video. It's going to be with Wonder Hussey in it. World War II History Hunter. Oh my gosh, hi. You freak me out every time you come on. Hello. Everyone, this is World War II History Hunter. He has a YouTube channel named that. And if you haven't watched his channel, I encourage you to do that. If you really like exploring and finding relics of the past, he definitely uncovers that in Europe. He rocks. All is doing great, World War II History Hunter. Thank you for asking. It's always a pleasure to have you on the live chat. It blows my mind that you even take the time to come onto my channel. By the way, World War II History Hunter, I did watch your video regarding that tunnel. And I have to say, it looks a lot like the mines I've been through. You pointed out in some of these tunnels where they attached, you can see like attachment points where they were holding cable. That's also used for ventilation. When they were building the tunnel, they would have ventilation tubes running up and down or along the ground to feed oxygen to the people working in that. But as well, those offshoots that go left and right off the main tunnel, that's commonly seen in mining. You see them using those little, I call them like little closets. They store a lot of equipment in there as they're proceeding down, like dynamite. They might have dynamite sitting there as a storage place, and they keep moving it as they go further into the mountain. But yeah, I was blown away that you went into that, and it was beautiful, and it looks so similar to what I see out here in the United States. But thank you for sharing that. That made me all excited again about more adventures on your channel like that. Hopefully you got that bug. I love that stuff. So. But yes, I think I agree with you. It was purposely built to transport, I think, stuff in and out. But the people who built that have mining knowledge. They knew what they were doing. They did it properly, if you ask me. I was smiling when I saw it. I'm like, yeah, that's how they would do it if they were a miner. And there's really only one way to do it, and it's the right way. And if you look at that, how they built that, it's really the way to do it. But hopefully you do more of those underground explorers. And I love that flashlight they use. The was it the U-light? I think is what it is. But if I could offer some advice, if there's any way you can lock down the exposure when you have the low light level on, and you lock the exposure, then you can go up in intensity of the light, and you can see it in the video versus the auto exposure dimming as you brighten your flashlight, if that makes any sense. Oh, see, I was right. I was kind of right. They probably weren't miners, but they did it right. And you do it right if you're in that area, I think. If you live and work in that area where you know the rock, you know the ground well. That's really cool. World War II history hunter. That rocks, man. You've learned a lot from my footage. Oh my goodness. I use a lot of cameras. And by the way, I picked up a new camera. I picked up the Sony Action camera. It's much like your GoPro, but this Sony Action camera has optical image stabilization, and that saves on what the processor's doing. It actually dedicates more of the processor's time to doing the video versus video and stabilization. But I love this thing. I love it. But you inspired me to get an action camera. So your footage, I think you have a chest mount or a helmet mount camera for your GoPro, and I love that. This doesn't really work as well as that because it has a weird form factor, but it sticks out quite a bit. And that's how I actually scratched the screen already. But I'm fixing that. Thank you, World War II history hunter. Whoa. But there's anything I can do for your channel. If you want me to fly out there, I'd be happy to just be your cameraman for one day. Whatever you want. That would be fun to fly out to your neck of the woods and do an explorer with you. That would be kick butt. I would welcome that any day. Or you come out here and I'll take you to some mines out here that will just totally blow your mind. Yes, dust is a big problem with my gear. Matter of fact, the reason why I use a case like this around the actual camera is because of dust. Now, it's a funny thing though, because this little latch that I had just popped open, it gets more difficult to open as it gets dusty out to the point where it gets locked. And I actually have to get a screwdriver and almost break this latch to get it to pop up like I just did. But this camera is really like a GoPro. This is the actual camera, but the case itself keeps a lot of that dust out. My DSLR lenses that have autofocus, I can hear it grinding a bit because dust has reached to where the gears are. So it's just a matter of time now. What else? Dust. Yeah, dust is a killer. Same with temperature with lithium batteries. It shortens their lifespan in the desert. Hey, I'm here, man. I'm here to help your channel and whatever you guys want to do with that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of yours, man. So whatever you need, you just let me know. This is the bomb, I'm telling you. 2 years running, and people still review this as one of the best action cameras there is right now. I'm very pleased with this. I am more than pleased with this. I'm blown away with how close you can get and it still have focus. in this wide format that it has. The last, if you want to see footage of this World War II History Hunter, my last video that I just put out, Wonder Hussy meets cheap RV living, was all done on this camera, including the hood-mounted shots that I took with this camera on my X5, all done on this camera. They do. They don't like heat. Neither does Larry. To get a different perspective on how that optical stabilization works versus like an electronic one, you'll see it's just more fluid. It's really interesting. Matter of fact, the opening and closing shots of the car driving in front of me, that was a very bumpy road. But it looks like you're driving in a Cadillac down a well-paved road. Well, an old Cadillac. I think the new Cadillacs are kind of bumpy. But... Okay, Tim. I'll try to be safe. Like, catch you later, Tim. Okay, guys. I have to get to editing. I have to go to jail and do my editing. I don't think I'm going to put this part on the car today. It's just too windy and cold. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. But I'll do video that. I'll record that and hopefully get enough of my video done today that I can really focus on making recording video of me replacing this tomorrow. And that's going to be it for me today. Folks, thanks for tuning in. Oh, I'll catch you later, World War II History Hunter. Thanks for tuning in and thanks for the chat. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm figuring tomorrow's going to be a lot warmer for me to do that more comfortably. Right now, if I'm outside working with all this wind, I mean, it's whipping right now. And with how cold it is, it just makes it feel a lot more colder than it actually is. Have a great day, all. Journeys with Julie, thank you very much. VOIP, everyone. And Mo Rushlow, thank you very much for the hat, the tent, and the tarp. I really appreciate you, and I appreciate every one of you, and especially World War II History Hunter. I'll catch you guys in a few. End stream, yes. Oh, it's the big red button. Stream your end to want you. Sure you are.